The sister-in-law only glanced at the heiress' imperial green bracelet and immediately snatched it away. The heiress did not dare resist, but the newly hired female housekeeper suddenly slapped her across the face and coldly warned that illegally taking someone else's property could even lead to prison. It turned out the woman appeared to be a housekeeper on the surface, but she actually specialized in handling family crises for wealthy families. This time her employer was a rich heiress. Back then the heiress ignored her parents' opposition and insisted on marrying her poor boyfriend. She even allowed her husband to join her company. But after her parents passed away, her husband took control of the company, and the true faces of the whole family were completely exposed. Her mother-in-law and sister-in-law bullied her every day. Not only did her husband refuse to help, he constantly manipulated and mentally suppressed her. The woman immediately realized this was a typical case of taking over the family fortune, so she agreed to help the heiress take back everything that belonged to her. Then, under the identity of a private housekeeper, she officially entered the household. Not long after her mother-in-law and sister-in-law came to the house, her mother-in-law acted arrogantly and declared as soon as she walked in that she was the one in charge of the family. But the woman directly talked back, saying she only followed the heiress' instructions. This made the mother-in-law very unhappy. At this moment the sister-in-law set her eyes on the imperial green bracelet and directly snatched it away without another word. Her mother-in-law even supported her, saying that if her daughter liked something it was an honor for the heiress. But the heiress still did not dare resist. At this moment the woman directly stood up and asked the heiress whether she needed to call the police to arrest a thief. The sister-in-law instantly exploded with anger, but the woman stated that taking something without permission was theft. After saying that, she walked up and slapped her across the face. The mother-in-law was instantly shocked. At this moment the husband suddenly returned home. The sister-in-law immediately cried while complaining to him. As expected, the husband immediately sided with his family and instead blamed the heiress for being stingy. Only then did the woman realize the husband was simply a master manipulator, so she took out a hidden camera and said the entire process of the sister-in-law snatching the bracelet had been recorded. If they called the police, the evidence would be more than sufficient. The husband instantly became furious out of embarrassment and even directly declared that the bracelet would be given to his sister as a birthday gift, completely the heiress any chance to speak. But the woman quietly stopped the heiress and planned to publicly reclaim the bracelet at the family gathering. On the day of the gathering, the sister-in-law proudly showed it off, saying it was a gift from her sister-in-law. The woman directly took out the purchase certificate, proving the bracelet belonged to the heiress. Then she played the recording of the snatching incident. The heiress finally gathered the courage to admit she had never gifted it. The relatives instantly began whispering among themselves. The sister-in-law completely panicked, but the husband still wanted to protect his sister. The woman directly warned him instead, either immediately return the bracelet and apologize, or wait for the police to come and publicly take her away.